Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Oh, you guys always think I'm kidding about this cold weather. Last night was frigid, and by tonight, somewhere down near those freezing levels, and that freeze warning is going to expire by tomorrow morning around 9 a.m. So go ahead and just stay inside, bundle up, and stay cozy. Of course, we're practicing some of that space heater safety now. Clear skies today, letting us know suppressive conditions are in the Concho Valley, and temperatures over the last 24 hours all the way down into those lower 40s. We got it right, then only up about 20 degrees into those lower 60s, and we're going to drop about 30 degrees down into those freezing levels, and we'll see how close to right I get at 62 in San Angelo. Everybody else in a healthy combination of those lower 60s, but warmer weather is definitely on the way. Second summer already. 61 in Sterling City, 65 in Robert Lee, 64 down there in Junction, 5 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. We're halfway through the work week, and you have 2 days to go until Halloween, but I saw some pretty impressive costumes yesterday. I think my favorite might have to be the tornado. Now, dew points are way down there in those teens, if not those lower 20s, while humidity indices also in those teens across the entire area. So the dry weather is going to stick with us for a while. Now, upper level pattern is going to show you how the low pressure is finally on its way out. We're going to see a little bit of those frigid temperatures, but by the end of the weekend, the beginning of the first week of November, we're going to warm all the way back up into those 80s, while those overnight lows push all the way back up into those 50s. That looks like second summer to me. Now, moisture tracker is going to show you all the dry air sticking with us, so we're going to see a dry heat. Then, of course, a little bit of green makes its way in, looking like some humid conditions, but I promise you we're watching off the west coast for the next round of winter weather. Now, those cold temperatures are really pushing down from the north. They're going to stick with us for a while, at least the remainder of the week. Now, Zoe said it was going to warm up by Halloween. That's a relative term because we're still going to be in those 40s, so you might as well put on a reflective jacket. Of course, severe weather outlook is quiet across the entire United States, and we take it down to the surface to get a better idea of the cold weather. Look at all these freeze warnings from Nebraska all the way down into the Concho Valley. Then, of course, they're dealing with some red flag alerts around the southern part of Texas. Of course, we're still dealing with those dry conditions out there, so be safe if you have to use an open flame, but I'm pretty sure we're in a burn ban, so just keep the jack-o'-lantern under control. Looking at the futurecast, nothing but a whole lot of dry air. Here comes the next wave of winter weather, and it stops just outside of the Concho Valley as I run out of data. So tonight, all the way back down into those lower 30s. Please stay warm. Then tomorrow, we're only getting up into those lower 70s, but we're warming right back up, but we're going to drop right back down into those 30s. Now, I'm not kidding about the cold weather, and I'm also not kidding about this warm up. Take a good look as we begin to wrap up October with Halloween right around the corner. As we begin November, we're going to lose an hour, or at least gain an hour, whichever way you want to slice it. Then, of course, we're going to warm right back up. Take a good look from those upper 60s all the way up into those lower 80s, while those overnight lows go from those upper 30s into those lower 50s. Stay tuned. I'll have more of the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.